That's the good stuff. Yes, coffee. Although, this is my technical second cup, which doesn't taste as good as the first cup. I don't know what it is about the first cup of coffee. When you take that sip, it's like, oh, yes. And then you're sitting there and you're savoring everything. And then you go and you make a second cup and you realize that the second cup does not taste as good as the first. Why is that? Could it be because I'm not pouring in all the exact same stuff in the first? Which is just, your creamer and your sugar for me specifically. Alright, now we hit the reality part. How's the volume? Too loud? Because we had to make adjustments on other games. And I guess the other part of it is how loud is it compared to me? Because of the fact that I have to be able to talk, you guys have to be able to hear me. And I don't want this thing to be all sitting there going like over me, essentially. Louder than me. Drop you back down to about a 5. Yeah, 5.5. No, we're just gonna put you straight at 5. I'm not gonna lie, this place does seem like it's louder. Oh, good, thank you. Cheap cologne and a dumb mustache. Mustache. Ha! Cheap cologne and a dumb muscle shirt aren't going to be enough to convince me this guy is tough. On any other day, I'd probably enjoy messing with a mouth breather like this, but I don't know anything about pop idols or arena. I should move on for now. Not gonna lie though, I do like the music. Inside, there's a few salarymen gathering around looking at pictures of high school girls posted up on the wall. I've got no interest in going to a place like that unless I have to. Though the two guys standing outside the ramen shop look foreign, I can hear them speaking fluent-sounding Japanese. They're poring over what looks like a map and some drawings. Hi, I don't mean to be rude, but I couldn't help but notice all these maps and notes you guys are passing back and forth. Seems kind of intense. No, Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to hand us a flyer. We ducked in here to escape a very persistent maid. You're not a maid in disguise, are you? Nope. I doubt I could summon the pep required to be a maid for 10 minutes, let alone all day. I was just curious about what you two were doing. Uncovering all the hidden secrets of Akiba, of course. What about you? Something kind of similar, actually. But you guys seem to be a lot more well-versed in the area than I am. How far back do these side streets go, anyway? Oh boy, you don't even know the half of it. There are whole mazes of electronic stores, stalls selling computers and radio parts, just about anything else you can imagine. We decided to map out the area, a bit of an urban exploration. I'm sure it's not very original, but it's been a fun side project. Akihabara is a fascinating area, that's for sure. Urban exploration, huh? Sounds interesting. Most of my friends just sleep on their days off. Are you guys English teachers? Who, me? No, I'm a writer. Well, an aspiring writer. I've only got a few gigs. I'm a web developer in my day job. But it's projects like this that give me fuel for the creative fire. Who knows, maybe you'll be reading something and find an anecdote about this conversation in it someday. I'm an artist, graphic designer on the side. Cody here commissioned me to be out here with him and make sketches to explore the city for the book he's working on. That explains why I'm in the way. Right here, he's got a sketchbook. You guys can't see it because clearly I'm in the way here. But he's got a sketchbook. I never would have guessed people would be doing things like that. What kind of book are you writing? Urban horror. Neo-noir in the seemingly clean streets of Tokyo. I doubt you'll believe the things that go on in the city even if I told you. I wouldn't. I might surprise how much I'm willing to believe. So, have you been mapping out the street? Anything interesting about it? Interesting might not be the word I'd use. I've been getting kind of a weird vibe around here. I mean, on the surface, it looks like any other streets in Akiba. It's got everything you expect. A smoky arcade, maid cafe, cat cafe, a couple of bookstores. Nothing unusual there. Not for Akiba, anyway. So far, so good. We're almost ready to move on, but... See that elevator over there? Yeah, sure. What about it? Looks normal, right? But looks can be deceiving. Yeah, we've got a little pet theory about it. Get this. We think it eats people. You think the elevator eats people? We've been staking it out for the past few days. As far as we can tell, it doesn't belong to any store in that building. And, get this, it only lets certain people in. And when they get in, we never see them come back out. Yeah, go ahead and try it. We have. So logically, it's either eating people or... Yakuza vampires. I've thought a lot about it. I'm pretty sure it might be a thing. I mean, there's a ton of shady activity around here. Sion, that might be the book. The Yakuza Vampires of Akiba. Write this down. What? Oh, I'm getting better than writing it down. I'm already making some sketches. I think this is the best idea you had all week, Cody. Didn't you say we knew some Hollywood agents in LA? Yeah, and once we write this, there's no way they can ignore it. Vampires are all the rage. Or they were. We can bring them back. You guys certainly have a hell of an imagination. Take it from me, this city has a lot of strange things that's happening in real life too. Trust me. Start asking around and you'll be surprised at what people tell you. Wow, the elevator... Sorry, the vampires, the Yakuza vampires. Every time the automatic doors open, the noise from the Pacino parlor and the smell of stale cigarette smoke assaults your senses. Okay, I like the music. Sorry to bother you. I'm Mayami. What's your name? I'm Mocha. What do you want? Make it quick. I'm kind of waiting for someone, so... Alright, I'll cut to the chase. Can you tell me anything about this photo? What decade is that dress from? Wait, glow sticks? Uh-oh. This isn't some idol thing, is it? If you're from some modeling agency or whatever, I gotta tell you right now, there's no way I'd wear that kind of gothic Lolita stuff. No, it's nothing like that. I'm an investigator of sorts. I'm less interested in the fashion and more about the girl herself. How should I know? Idol stuff is so boring. Hey, are you like the investigators on TV? Did that girl cheat with some guy's wife or something? That's so exciting. Know what you should do? You should totally go ask the collector about that photo. What kind of collector? No, the collector. It's kind of the name he gives himself. The guy knows everything there is to know around here. My friend Akane told me about it. If that girl's in Akihabara, he'll know all. I bet he'll know all about it. Why? Is this guy an expert on idols or something? No, weren't you listening? Like I said, he knows everything. Which shops are employing foreigners illegally, who's behind on their rent. He even knows which capsule machines have the rare stuff. At least that's what I've heard. No offense, but why would some high school girls need information like that? Well, it's complicated. Akane works around here part-time, and there's a customer who used to come in and kind of obsess over her, you know? A real creep. Before long, he was following her home. She complained, but her boss wouldn't believe her, so Akane asked the collector to give her something to make the weirdo go away. And did he? Sure did. He gave her a photo of the guy that she mailed to the creep's wife. Let's just say it was incriminating. Ugh. What do you get out of it, this collector? Why don't you ask Akane yourself? She's out with someone right now. She could be back any minute. Thanks, Mocha. I might just do that. Alright. Button mashing. Thank you. I forgot the L and R buttons are the things that move, and I'm like, no, why can I not? The elevator's out of service, supposedly. Ah, tiny ramen shops like this one take me back. When I was a student, I used to go to a ramen shop to get a bowl once a week. My own private little ritual. That'd be neat if we had something like that here. But we don't. Cat-themed maid cafe as opposed to a regular cat cafe. Maybe there's a police-themed maid cafe someplace. Kazuki would have gotten a kick out of that. Ugh. Yeah, welcome, gentle mistress. I'm Aiko Nya. What's your name? Yes, I am Ayami. They really do this in Japan. They really do this in Japan. That's the funny thing about it. They have cafes like this where people dress up and they speak like this. And you can imagine that after a while that gets on your personality. It's like, bah! Not the type of music I enjoy, though. Welcome! Your table will be ready in a few minutes. Or minutes. We apologize for the wait and hope you can forgive us. Does the mistress have a membership card? No, I don't, but hey, hold on. Take your hands off me. It's important that I personally guide you to your table. Perfect. There we are. Don't you feel better? Actually, I was hoping we could talk about... Oh yes, Mistress Ayami. That option is included on the menu under full access communication. Only 1,000 yen extra, and then you can ask the questions, all the questions you want. You pay to talk to them. But if you want pictures, you have to order the pretty checky photo option. Only 1,000 yen for a photo. I think you might have gotten the wrong impression. I'm clearly starving. Mistress, where are my manners? That wasn't very polite of me. What can this humble servant fetch for you? Hold on. You're not listening. I only want to ask you about a photo. Oh, mistress, you're so hungry you don't even remember me explaining the pretty checky photo option? You've grown delirious. We'll get you food soon. This is how they weasel their way in. They just word everything around making you do certain things. We have the nyan cakes, Pawberry cheesecake, Puristo pasta, and all are available to come out with a drink set. I want to skip straight to the I'm a detective thing. Like, no. I think you might have the wrong idea about me. I'm a detective with the Tokyo I'm with the police. I'm going to insist you answer my questions. Oh, that does seem serious. I would love to help you. Just one little tiny detail first. May I see your badge? Excuse me? I certainly won't want to offend you, but there's lots of cosplayers in this part of town. The costumes can be really good. Oh, I don't have it on me right now. No badge? How convenient. Certainly haven't met any female detectives before. Something smells fishy, and I don't mean it in a good way. Yes, but, well, detective, let's stick to the rules, okay? Wow. Listen, I won't take much of your time. It's one quick question, so... Pardon me, mistress. No conversation if there's starvation. Those are the rules. This cat person. Fine. I'll take the pancakes and pretty kitty. Excellent choice. Those are very popular items. Right, so I ordered. That means I can finally ask you about this. Before your order arrives, you must do the... First, do the ultra-secret Nyan Pan Fan Cheer. Though, do I have to? Come on, surely I don't need to do something silly like that. But I must insist. One can't taste the love cooked in the Nyan Pan Nyan cakes unless it's released by the Nyan Pan Fan Cheer. Fine, Ewan. What do you want me to do? Excellent! Alright, I can feel the love pouring from your kind heart. Let's begin. Raise your paws in the air like this. Okay, this was worth it. Like this. Perfect! Are you sure you haven't done this before? Now you must repeat these sacred verses. Nyan malo, nyan palo, nyan walo pa. What? Nyan malo, nyan palo, nyan wala pa. Don't forget to raise your paws. Nyan malo, nyan palo, nyan wala pa. Unbelievable. The passion, the vigor. I can feel the love pouring in the room. You know, I can't lie. I do feel like my negativity just flew out of me. Now that I've said the cheer, can we... Oh my goodness, mistress. 10 yen. Your pancakes have arrived. That was quick. Hold on. You didn't tell me about the pancakes were shaped like little cats. Oh yes, they're painstakingly made with love by our staff. You put something down, you pour it inside of it, and it shapes the cat. There's a little clean tail. It's so cute. Now, as I was saying something about pictures, as I recall. Hold up. No need to rush things. Can't talk on an empty stomach, right? Wow. Does your maid staff actually make these? They were amazing. Of course. Now that you've eaten, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Alright. Have you seen this girl in this photo? Are you alright? I am concentrating on my fullest. Oh, but this young mistress is not familiar to me. Well, thanks anyway. That dress is so pretty. It looks like it was custom made. I've seen something of that quality before. Maybe you should ask the collector. She's a fashion designer in Akihabara who designs costumes for the maids and idols who don't have the big budget. Collector? How can I find her? Supposedly she has a shop on this very street. Supposedly? She's a very mysterious lady. My co-worker's Mina has met her. Her shift starts soon, so you should ask her about it. I will, thanks. Oh, and next time can I get a picture of the pancakes? I ate them so quickly that I forgot. Of course! One of the many foreign tourists who frequent the electric town side of Akihabara. A Hawaiian shirt with a fanny pack, huh? I doubt he speaks enough Japanese to be helpful. I mean, you're not wrong. Small bookshop that sells mostly manga and cheap, brightly colored magazines. Hi, do you mind if I bother you with a few questions? It seems like you know the area a bit better than I do. You're not trying to sell me something, are you? Nope. Don't want anything except for your little bit of your time if you can spare it. Good. I'm Atsushi. Nice to meet you. How can I help you? Nice to meet you too. I'm Miyami. I'm looking for someone, but I feel a bit out of my depth around here. Everything here is a little strange to me. That's one way to put it. My bookshop nestled between a cat-made cafe and a cat cafe, so yes, it's a little strange. Honestly, it's stressful. It's a stressful set of neighbors to have. Not a fan of your neighbors? I wouldn't say that. I mean, who doesn't love maids? The cat cafe is a different story altogether. Don't get me wrong. You know, owner's a nice lady and all, but those cats of hers make a lot of noise at night. If she's not careful, they might drive the locals a little crazy. Guess it's some consolation that the little buggers are cute. Things have really changed around here. When my father owned this store, this area was nothing like it is now. Bruh. It had more authenticity. Nowadays, everywhere I go, it feels like it's one big advertisement. Everything's an advertisement now. Guess I'm not one to talk. I'm not any better. This bookstore used to be a real hidden gem. We sold original prints in rare volumes. My family was known for being quite the collectors. Collectors? Well, not me. The collection mostly belonged to my grandfather. He had a real eye for art and took pride in finding original works. I admired him, but his devotion to the arts couldn't keep up with the times. Nowadays, I just sell weekly manga magazines, and I've done pretty well for myself. Can't complain. Never had talent for the eye that my father and grandfather had, but I guess you don't really know much. You really don't know how much something means to you until it's gone, you know? I do. Thanks for your time. No worries. My normal customers aren't quite as chatty, so having a talk like this was a nice change of pace. Oh, I can't talk to this guy? Suppose I lucked out getting an apartment that allows animals. If I didn't, you'd probably find me in a cat cafe every other day. Oh gosh, there really are cats everywhere. Hello, miss. My name is Ito. You mind if I ask you a few questions? I'm the owner. I check. Their names are, for me, difficult. Sashiko. Say, you're not a health inspector or anything, right? We've already had an inspection last week. Luckily for both of us, I'm not. I'm investigating something and was wondering if you'd seen the girl in this photo. Huh? Well, honestly, she kind of looks like all the other girls around here. You know, the maids and stuff. I don't know much about... This music is annoying. That makes two of us. The cat! I feel let out of my depth around here. Oh, sorry about him. He'd be a little too friendly at times. Ah, hello, little one. What's your name? That's Tomo. Might not want to touch him right now. He's a little sick. He's been making some messes, if you know what I mean, out of both ends. Guess you can see why I was a bit concerned earlier. I do not like this soundtrack. Or at least this song. Ah. I took it to the vet this morning, but they can't figure it out either, and I told them to wait it out, but I think it's getting worse. Sorry to hear that. Does this sort of thing happen often? No, of course not. My cats are all the best care. They get fed the best food, on the best kitty cardio routines, and pampered all day and night. I haven't read the paper to them to make sure they're up to date on current events, but poor Tomo. Maybe I should go and ask the cat collector. Cat collector? Yeah, she's a breeder who lives around here, specializes in everything feline. Oh, Tomo, not on the rug. And she threw up again. I'm sorry. Can you excuse me for a second? No problem. I'll come back another time. Hope he feels better soon. This place, I think there is a place like this in the United States, that, to my knowledge. No one seems to know anything about Reina, but every time I brought her up, I heard the same name over and over, the Collector. It was the only clue I had, and knew that if I was going to get any further in the case, it was a thread I needed to follow. Hello, Fishman. Hello, Rando. Okay. Oh, he's gone. Does not look like he's around. That's the ramen shop. Oh yeah, there she is. Hello again. This must be the friend I heard about. Akane, right? Oh yeah, when you open your eyes for literally 2 seconds, you see you're a little busier now. Go away. Sob. What's wrong? I don't know you. Why do you care? Tell me what happened, maybe I can help. She's fine. One of her customers is a jerk, that's all. Customer? Don't look at her like that. It's not what you think. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. They want high school girls in uniform to serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. Usually the customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers who want to hold your hand are mostly middle-aged men. Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. It's better than working in some restaurant or convenience store. You're right. Can't judge you, but obviously something isn't working out if you're crying like that. I already told you, one of her clients is a jerk. Why don't you tell me what happened? I don't get him. He was nice to me. When I said I wouldn't go into this dirty sewer with him, and he snapped. He threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Wait, back up. Did you say he tried to get you to go into a sewer? He's just a fast, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see him again. He was so nice before and would hold my hand and say how pretty I was. Why would he say all those things? That old pervert who goes in the sewers. Yep, no doubt about it. This client of yours, I know him. You know him? Make him stay away. Matt, make him stay out of here. Before you said you wanted to know about the collector, right? How about this? You make it so me and she never have to see this fat, four-eyed pervert face again, and we'll tell you everything you want to know. Do we have a deal? Yeah. We're dealing with who I think we are? I'd be more than happy to help out. Really? Thank you. I heard he say he was heading to a club in Shinjuku before he left the train station. Well, I think I know where that is. Oop, no. I thought they said another person. Okay, so no. Don't do this. Back so soon. hoping to ask her about the dress person. She's here, but I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened, really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Yami. The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Shh. You're so kind-hearted. Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait one moment, please. Oh, yeah, sniff. You alright? I heard something bad happened. Maybe I can help you. I don't think I can talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go back and cry. Trying to relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relation of yours? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth, my best friend. He's missing. I bet that's a cat. Samuel Cuddlesworth. Okay, I think I can see what's happening here. Her ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind kitty plush, mistress. Oh, I was close. It's a plush. These things don't grow on a tree, you know. A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. Samuel Cuddlesworth was not a teddy bear. He was an ultra-rare cat plush. Oh, cruel world, the hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone, and then we die. Oh, I hate seeing her like this. I don't think she'll be much of use to society unless she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Thank you for listening. While you're here, want some pancakes? I mean, pancakes. We get pancakes again. Take a picture this time. The thing just meowed. I can't promise you as rare plush as Samuel Cuddlesnipe, but I'll promise to find you something. Cuddlesworth. Samuel Cuddlesworth the second, twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? Alright, so I need to find a cat plush. Why can't I talk to anyone down in this part of the strip? I need to remove a fat man. Alright. But the collector. The camp reader? Now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping. A lot. I'm worried that he might be sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday. His tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. This afternoon, he really started to explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it. Nothing in his diet has changed. That doesn't sound odd. What does he normally eat? The usual stuff. Sashimi, mostly. You're joking, right? Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. In the wild, cats catch the fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. It's not exactly the same. I have a cat, and I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Sucker, you've been bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating all the chemical swill. Chemical swill? Well, my cat's not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright, your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order one box from Soishi, the sushi vendor next door, but for the past few days I received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything about it until you mentioned it. Oh, what do I do? You don't seem really busy? Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Well, no, but you're a fellow cat lover and you seem so nice. It'd only take a second to go talk to him. Honest, I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything unless this gets off my mind. Please go talk to him. Alright, I'll have a chat with this sushi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. I'm a cat saver, what are you talking about? Yeah, I get to talk to man. Hi, sushi, right? I was wondering if you could set up a recurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something. Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of businesses around here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cafe next door and saw one of your boxes, and and work's moving me here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. You came from Sashiko's place? Yeah, she's had a standing order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order was only for 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding it to her cats. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sashiko's right next door and a very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic and I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see her, make sure to give her my regards. I'll try to go up there next time. So about that standing order you wanted to set up? Oh, I need to think about it a little bit more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Find who supplied the second box should lead me to a suspect. You there! Oh, that's a weird thing to ask. I got a box lunch from the convenience store. Why? You wouldn't catch me dead in a place like that. I hate cats. Every time I see one, they always try and scratch me. I don't think it's him. Alright. Let's go in and ask again. Or not. He's not here. Lunch? I'm not interested. Thank you. Cats? No, I don't like cats. I have an allergy, understand? That gets the guy out of it. Okay, not her. Alright, so... Oh, man. Right here where this pole's at, on the top of this machine, there's a tiny cat. I didn't realize that. 2,500 yen for a parfait? Suppose in a maid cafe you're not only paying for the food, but also the girls to wait on you hand and foot like a lord. Not really my thing. Alright, so... that would be the pachinko machine. Why? You asking me on a date, lady? When I'm on the clock, I usually get a box of sushi from Sushi's down the street. Huh? Yeah, sure, they're alright. I used to have a cat growing up. Might end up having to go in there one of these times. Let's go enter this real quick. I gotta play a game! No! Hey, welcome! I just got a cat plushie. Which, this should give me information, I think, from this place. Was it this one? Maybe? She's beautiful! Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Flufflestuff. Thank you! Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from these things. Well, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, mistress. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costumes I have on right now. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spent a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I noticed signs would flicker. The images on them would change. I can see from the mistress' expression that she does not believe me. It's true, I swear on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable. She's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but it's kind of hard to swallow. But it's true. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because it only happens occasionally. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? You're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know the rumor to begin with anyway. It's like a subliminal advertisement. Mina, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything, down to the last detail. Everyone assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow, she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. I mean, who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement with no other customers? Ooh! I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap, the stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over it from times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try to get it back, but the truth is I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry. I kind of got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks for getting me the Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. Trophy get. Alright, so now I still need to figure out the cat poisoner. Why is he gone? Don't tell me I need to be paying attention to the signs in case one of them changes. A crane! Wait, was that paper crane here before? So I need to help like 2 other people in this area. Let me go take care of the... No, thank you. Let's go take care of the jerk face guy who keeps trying to stuff women down sewers. Was it this one? I don't think it was this one. It is this one. Oh crap, you know, you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Godo? Godo? You're sweet on him all of a sudden? I'm not messing around. Do you see him? Yes, I'm outside with the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Where do you think? Towards his favorite love spot with some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I don't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick. With all you cops hovering around, I doubt he'll stay there before long. Oh gosh. Still got that. I wonder. Nope, he's not in here. Alright, jerky. Creepy guy. Oh, if it isn't my favorite detective, suppose I should thank you. Ever since that night, this place got a lot more dangerous appeal. Brr. Detective, call the cops. I'm getting out of here, you creep. She was a prude anyway. Wouldn't barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are you? Not that we're alone. Why don't we start from where we left off? Don't look at me like that. She's 16. Old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we can do what we want, right? The sewer. Another standoff. It felt familiar. Guess I should be grateful you haven't broken out the ropes yet. First I warn you about trespassing, then I find you here after some girl in Akihabara says you've been harassing her. You've been following me? Didn't realize you liked me that much. It's okay, detective. I know why you really came to and found me. No one disturb us down here. Bleh. You're disgusting. How many students have you harassed and lured down here? Like I said, I like them young. Bleh. I'm not sure why you're laughing. Harassment and stalking of a minor is a crime and one that I'm sure your company wouldn't appreciate becoming public knowledge. If I catch you in the sewer again, or I catch even a whiff of your stink around this place, I'll bring you in myself and make sure everyone knows about it. Got it? Settle down. Let's just talk this through. Money. You cops aren't paid much, right? Fine. But your supervisor will hear about this. Even though he's an idiot, he probably knew that I didn't have a strong case against him. Nothing that would land him in jail anyway. All I could have hoped for was that his need to maintain appearances compelled him to stay away from it long enough for me to get the information I needed. I do not like this guy. He's creepy, man. I almost feel compelled to tell this person here, which is not giving me the option to go inside of her place. Okay. How's everybody doing this morning? Was it this? No, it was this one. Ditto is gone. You're back, Dill. Looks good. I'm fine. Ditto won't give you any more trouble. Seriously? How'd you convince him to stop? That doesn't matter. Forget him. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Guess we owe you, huh? Not if you hold up your end of the deal. Tell me everything you know about this collector. He knows everything. I've got this theory, right? I think he's some sort of hacker shutting himself in his room day in and day out. Having all the dirt must be great, though. Not to mention he must be loaded. The collector isn't interested in money. If you didn't pay him, how'd you get the picture? Okay, you told her. I told you that was private. Well, since you know anyways, when the client started following me home, I was desperate, so I asked the collector for something that would make him stop bothering me. In exchange, he asked for only one thing. What did he ask for? I used to carry a photo of my dad and me on the top. He died when I was 7 years old and never told anyone I had. Somehow the collector knew. In exchange for the photo, he gave me an incriminating photo for free. What choice did I have? I was scared, but what? Ever since then, I feel like I forget my dad's face a little bit more every day. It gets more and more fuzzy. Why don't you go back and get it? His shop is right under this arcade. You can get to it through an elevator, but I never found him again after that day. The elevator doesn't work normally. I tried, just to see. He controls it and leaves a sign when it's turned on. What? You never told me that. I didn't want you going after him. He's dangerous. Listen, I appreciate everything you did for me, really, but don't go after him. Something isn't right about him. I appreciate the concern, Akane, but there's no need to worry about me. I'm sure you've gone up against a lot worse than him. Look for 3 paper cranes hanging in the front of the elevator. You'll see them. You'll be able to go down. That's all I can tell you. Thanks. Stay safe. Woo, trophy get. There should be 2 cranes. Now I need the third. Third is figuring out who's poisoning. He's allergic. What? What? Cats. Why would it do something like that? Okay, so the only person who had the boxed lunch from this guy was this guy. And does he like cats? He used to have a cat growing up. How do you... Wait, it's not what you think. I rent the apartment above her shop and the furballs are always yelling at night. The nut job owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I added a little laxatives to it as all. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little cleanup is fair payback for her cats keeping me up day after day. That woman's ruining my life and doesn't care. Now, no, I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad that it was me who taught her a lesson, not somebody else. Alright, fine, I get it. You're at the end of your rope. The thing is, I'm kind of a cat person, I'm also a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. Lovely. So this will solve the cat problem. I should have known, based off of the conversations. This may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi, the little rat. What did he do? Is he gonna die? If he does, I'm ringing Takumi's little neck. No, it's only the laxatives in the food. I think you wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Oh, thank goodness. I'm relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two once he clears out of his system. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? He mentions the cats have been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that, and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it I didn't notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and see what it can finally soundproof this place. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you're okay. Now that one mystery is behind us, can we return to the discussion of the collector? Of course, I've only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Malines breed to the cafe, and after searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I had given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying that she had the breed I was looking for and that I should come to her shop. Suffice to say, I was ecstatic. I really do not like this music. Mrs. was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too. Oh gosh, this is the only breathing part. Only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. She was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, when he was already really old and having some health problems. The collector she had said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she gave me the Malines kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and trade the kitten for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside every shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work. Don't eat the fish. This should be crane number 3. Yeah, elevator time. 3 cranes, elevators lit up. Let's go. This doesn't seem right. It doesn't match the description I got at all. What was that? Who's there? Reina? Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said the cranes can grant a wish. Yeah, specifically in that area and one other area, the music is kind of on the main street, did it sound okay? I mean, I have it down. The volume's turned down. What is it you wish for? I can see why that's a man or a woman in the picture. I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you the collector? Collector Crow, 2 of many names given to me over the years. But we have no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something's different. Yes, what is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not as solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, of course, the girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of your string to a tune you cannot hear? No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. She's dancing to the whims of what I make her do. She's a puppet. Are you sure, Detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own? It's not like that. I know who I am. Which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is your own doing or someone else's? I don't have time for this. Of course, our conversation has tilted towards the philosophical, but you are only here for... You're not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information. Facts. No, it is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want? Truly. Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, not only that. I want to know what's happening to me too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm just curious. So curious. You're such a unique visitor after all. Nothing like the others. Fine, what do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean at the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seemed so obvious a mistake. Why did you do it? I did it for information. It was for the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. The night your partner disappeared, you got on your knees and begged for help with tears in your eyes. Not very typical behavior for a detective, is it? It worked. It doesn't matter how it looked. I got results, didn't I? What's this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers. So basically, all the things that we had done up to this point will revolve around this here. Enough for the games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you wanted information to use against me, it seems like you already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian. Simplistic. No, I have no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Except the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the pieces you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You've shown so little patience, detective, surprisingly considering the effort you took to get here. The girl, Reina, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewers? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? I mean, in theory, I wanted to see if there was dialogue options. That was my first choice. The situation was hopeless. The best I could do was keep her talking. Learn as much as I could. Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills 4 times already, have you not? Clearly you are worried about your sanity. Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting. How does he know I took 4 pills? Perhaps you told me enough. Again, all the things I've done have led up to this point. It's most useful. Accept this trade. In return, you want it. What was it? Ah, that's right. A path. A way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the question now. Let's ask about the mask. Creepy mask. I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. I see. A most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Reina want it so badly? It's a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? Might be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. The Kawanas have quite a history with that mask. The Kawanas. The Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe we should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. A dressmaker, a cat breeder, a blackmailer. Seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption? I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desire, the love, the hatred of mankind flows through this place. For you, detective, I am exactly what you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story. It was for a way to clear up the, how do you put it? Yes, the dead end you run up against. Let's reconsider your problem. In the dark, where he lives, that is more difficult. The dark. That's not the first time I've heard of that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question is, where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn? It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. Oh, the common thread that binds all the misery in your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one, yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabuki at a talent agency called Omega. I know it well enough, as I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shapes, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its roots, you will never find your way, or it could tear you apart, like it almost has already. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now, you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you if you don't understand it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when the path has been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia! An unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You're a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there... now that's an interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings, does your dance not continue until we meet again? What? So I need to go to the one place. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I feel like I might have suffocated. Stretching would be good. Is the music still loud? I mean, I have it down, but is it still considerably loud? Every game is different if that's the case. During the time I was there, no, it's good. I've got one good. During the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hands up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of the world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he possibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right, and I am a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation couldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed down to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I've been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell with him. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much has been all but confirmed. I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the math and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice which one to follow first. Chase after the talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or head back to Kamakura and visit Mai, the girl who I really got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as I remembered everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose. Maybe something would choose for me. Ah. Dang it. It's not going to let me choose anything else. Alright, so should we... I'm going to let you guys choose. Should we go to the town to find the dark, or should we go to find Let me try this again. Should we go to the one up there in the corner, which is chasing after the girl and finding out more about the talent agency to find out about her? Or should we go to the one right here, which is chasing at the dark with really no information behind us? Should I gather information, or should I just chase after the people? I want to hear from you guys as I sip my coffee. I'm starting to get a headache. I just realized that. I'm starting to get a headache. Gather the info. Woo, I like that one. Alright, so that's the one way up there. Also info. We got 2 for info. I can't really argue with that. Deep down inside, I want the information myself. I want to know more about what's going on. Okay, so it could be 5. I'll drop you down by again, every area has something slightly different in terms of how the volume is. Like, I've got my volume for my mic at a 75. The volume right now for the music is at a 45. Really weird that it keeps doing that. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I need to ask around to find out. Alright, so I did turn the music down. Asbath, is this any better? And yes, the music sounds loud in the headphones. And I've got stuff covering my ears. I'm also hard of hearing. And if I find it loud, holy cow! I'm gonna go ahead and drop it by another 5. I'm at a 40. Why is everything in this game got something? Alright, so I turned down that. Does that help it? Can you still hear it? I mean, you should still be able to hear the music and potentially myself due to the fact that I've got like the microphone right here. I can get right up on it and talk inside of it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place was no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. Oh boy, we're dealing with the Yakuza. 3 faces in uniforms I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they huddle together, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably passed under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the side to ignore them. Cops like that probably don't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab their superiors about seeing me in this place. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you, unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody, detective. Yeah, well, call in to HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. He's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? Listen to you. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happened when you ruffled the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we should arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath on us. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly on stable grounds around here since the Mifune family shake-up. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. His name is Ono. Oh no! Pegged for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes in to HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him around to a crime scene. Yeah, a gun that mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think the story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he asked too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. Some police were held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. I suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right. We didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yep, got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other things going around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And all that you need to stay on the subject. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You'll never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are, or whatever you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kabukicho might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep peace, right? Right. Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty of things scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. So, wow, something went down. Let's look inside here. Maybe this seems this club is pretty popular and already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me a good idea where to start looking for Omega. Okay. Okay, there's only 2 options for talking. Can I ask you something? Whoa, 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 I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? No, you got me all wrong. I was looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why do you think I was a cop? Who? Only cops start asking questions right off the bat. That and your costume had me fooled. You gotta be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some kind of performer, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. It just so happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types, models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work for us. That is, if you're fine with staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe, and I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find work for you in no time. Like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended him, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at least, right? If you ask me, your friend's got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's ever seen their guys around for months. Word on the street is that they ran up a bit of debt with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you want a real chance, babe. Ugh. Creepy, man. It's creepy. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need my permission. You've heard an agency around here called Omega. Omega? No, that doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Was she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some of the other types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl, only if you knew about the agency. Either way, the answer's the same. I don't know no Omega, and you probably won't find her even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my drift. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you delicate types could handle it. Let's just say I'm a delicate type, guys. I witnessed basically 2 murders. I'm a delicate type. Let's just say not everyone is as nice to the ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask somebody else. Well, I tried, but the problem is, oh, hey, I'm actually here. I thought it was just a scene. I didn't know I could actually move. Ha! Hi, can you spare a minute? Hello. His name is X. Wow. How long have you been standing there? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Yeah, sorry. There was this big, scary guy with a scar here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel uneasy. Keep asking me what I was doing here, if I wanted to go someplace and have a drink with his friend. Blah. Honestly, he's been waiting for a good moment to duck out. Think he made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of the talent agency around here named Omega by any chance? Omega? Never heard of it. Actually, not usually in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and just run yet. Good luck finding that agency or whatever you're looking for. And if you see a guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Evening. You know anything about a talent agency named Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to talk to me personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega went up against some people, the same people who own this club, and they lost. The Mifune takeover already racked up quite the body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you come at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, Higashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owned the Mifune family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there has been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've already said too much. You should stop asking around too. You never know who's listening. Oh boy. Really? Hey, can I ask you something? About a talent agency called Omega. You know anything? And right, I'll take that as a no. Hey, do you know this area? What? I have a question about... What? Speak up. I can't hear you. The speaker's right there. You're going to have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for a vacancy in what? No, you're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't go shout. You shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Who do you think? We're just businessmen doing business. Sure. Good answer. Follow us, because I feel like if I didn't, they're going to try to chase after me and kill me. But I have a gun. Welcome. Come in. Is she the one in charge? Let me introduce myself. Kasumi Mifune. Yeah, she is. She's the one in charge. I appreciate you coming to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of a choice. Who do you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen. You got that? Oh, I've got it all right. I don't think that dressing in a suit makes you anything less of a thug. Say another word. Enough. You say another word, I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? No, thank you. I see then. Excuse me while I pour out one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? Seems like you're a business... Seems like you're a woman who doesn't waste... who doesn't... This is what it's like to read books for me. I can't do it. I can't. Trying to read out loud is very hard for a person like me. Because apparently I cannot talk. Can I ad-lib? Absolutely 100% of the way. You can hear me ad-lib 99% of everything that I say, with the exception of the 1% of trying to read content. And even then, I ad-lib a smidge in there. Primarily to keep, language down and other things like that. But I'm also trying to read it in such a way that I can move the story along. Choitz went crazy. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me that you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into some of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around, asking about my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, why is it that a cop is going around asking questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shame cop who had a history of, how would they word it? Ah, yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We have friends, detective, and when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's just say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off the Here we are, off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? We got a detective amongst it. No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming after you. Funny, you don't strike me as a stupid type, and yet you're willingly entering a den of vipers. If you value your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you would have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Ha ha! Good, I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To go back further, you have to talk to its president or former owner, the man named Eiichi Higashi. As it so happens, that makes two of us who would like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls. Probably think I'll do something awful to him if I find him. Can't imagine how he'd get an idea like that, can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You never tell me where he is. This is not helping me any better. You'd never tell me where he was and then send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk to, a bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Yeah, you know what? This is a multi-path choicing thing, and I can always make the other choices later, so. Just one job, right? Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? Oh, this game really is something else. Honestly, though, this does remind me of my Ace Attorney games that I like to play. With the exception of there's actually murders in those because you're a lawyer. It's just, this is, I don't have the game with me. It's upstairs. It actually reminds me of the prosecutor side of everything, where you are the prosecutor going around doing detective work to figure out the murders and stuff like that that's happened. This is kind of like that game. Why do I pick games like that? I like to be intellectually stimulated. Coffee. And yet my brain can't brain sometimes. I've heard about you, too, Kasumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should know, my father was a good man. Not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father was always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. For you, for instance. It's a great game, great series, and the thing is the same reason we picked Dark Souls, because we kind of hate ourselves. So, don't get me wrong. I think the part that's kind of punching me with this one is the fact that I'm attempting to read it out loud. And I have a problem. One, being slightly dyslexic, which makes things want to flip-flop on me. No, they are not. This game is made by... there's a lot of these type of games out there. This game is... from the looks of it, developed by Mebius, and as as you heard at the intro and everything, the Gotogashi Cherimochi game series. Now, there's a previous game called Tokyo Dark, which is apparently a prequel to this. So this is kind of the second game in the series, if you will. I don't know if they have this game on PlayStation, or not this game specifically, but the prequel on this. If they do, that'd be great. I could find it. But when I typed in Tokyo Dark, it brought up a Tokyo Dark and then Tokyo Dark Remembrance. I'm like, oh, so there's more than one game. So the fact that this is Remembrance is the second one, just, yeah, powers of observation. So, but no, the Ace Attorney games is made by Capcom, which I have a love-hate relationship with. They made wonderful Mega Man games, and they've made wonderful Ace Attorney games, and I hate them because they refuse to come out with Mega Man Legends 3. Or so a lot of people are speculating. Okay, so the fact that they're doing these collections, if you will, some people are speculating that they will eventually have to make a Mega Man Legends collection. And if they do that, then that would be the perfect time to be like, surprise, we made Mega Man Legends 3, put in the collections with it, so that way you guys can have, like, the Tron Adventures, Mega Man Legends 1, Mega Man Legends 2. Yeah, I'm hoping that they come out with Mega Man Legends 3. That would be the one redeeming factor that I would go back to Capcom for. You know, their Ace Attorney games are fantastic. Their Mega Man games are top-notch. Their fighting games suck. I'll say it again. Their fighting games suck. I do not like their Street Fighter games. They're boring and bland, and after time, they just, no more. This company, I have no idea anything about them. But yeah, if Capcom could redeem themselves, that'd be fantastic, but I doubt that they will. Because they're Capcom. It's all about the money. And they don't realize how big of a fan base the Mega Man Legends series had. They thought things like the other games had more. I mean, Mega Man 1 and the X series had a huge following. Sorry, not Mega Man 1, but the original Mega Man and the X series had a huge following. The Zero series had a fairly large following. From what I heard, the Battle Network series had a different type of following, and there were a lot of people that enjoyed that. The Star Force and the ZX series also had a decent following, but not as astronomical as that. The Legend series also had a decent following, but not as astronomical as that, because clearly you're making different style gameplay for everything. But I am in the fanboy department, where I will say the Legend series is one of the best series that they came up with, in terms of coming up with a dedicated storyline and actual putting voices inside the game series, which was fantastic in my eyes. But life happens, and we all kind of have to move on. Anyway, everything you've done paints a picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that would be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other out. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who's unfortunately behind on their payment as well. Such a shame, too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things. In exchange, she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. So basically, they go in saying, hey, we did this for you, pay up. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. A suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you got you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside the Kabuki Chiko. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take this, do this for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you that thanks to your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with the Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word, and here I thought we were becoming friends. No, I was just stating the facts of the situation. No, I don't think that the collector is working for anybody, honestly. I think the collector is just kind of a guy who... Personally speaking, I think that the collector is supposed to be kind of like an entity outside of this whole dark situation, because obviously Reina, we shot her, she's still alive. Even though we headshot her and killed her, she's still alive. So I think the collector is kind of the same type of person, except for he's more content about just give me information and I will give you information type thing. And he's the one that goes, oh, you need a dress? Give me something. Basically, from what it seems like, the collector is the type that says, give me something of value. Oh, your father's picture. I want your father's picture. A memory, if you will. I'll take that. I'll give you what you want. And in terms, slowly the memory starts to fade and you start to regret your choices. Same thing with the girl who... the other one. The other two. I mean, there were three that went down to the collector. The one that wanted the cat. Hey, my old family cat, the one that's been around for a long time, that you could have waited, you know, taking care of it and everything. Well, here, take something precious and give me something that I would like now. So it's honestly, he's getting the better end of the bargain. He's taking something of absolute value to give us something of like, ooh, yay. The girl with the dress, that's the other one. The dress that I think she said her and her mother made together, even though it was kind of worn down and ratty-tatty, it's still something precious. And it's like, oh, I have to give this up just to get the exact thing that I wanted? Well, yeah, the thing that you really like doesn't make up for the fact that you gave away something precious. You know, so I think that the collector is kind of one of those things. It's like, hey, you know, a fair trade. Yes, you get what you want, and I'm going to take something that defines you, something that is of absolute value to you, be it a family member, be it a precious memory, those type of things. So I don't think that the collector's that. I think that's just I think that is exactly what that spirit is just a thing that can take something of yours that you really want, or sorry, that you really treasure, to give you something to help you. And it is something that you value, but you're giving up something that you cherish. So it's like taking a piece of you, as it were. Or at least that's the thing that I did. The business you're going to is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the... Oh, no. Wait. Which cat cafe? Oh, no, not the one with the pancakes! Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe? What? Are we talking about cats or people dressed as cats? Because a freaking cat cafe! Actual cats! Adorable, fluffy, precious cats! Why the heck would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats! Normal cats! Now I'm all worked up. Look, get that contract signed and we'll talk. I thought the same thing! Wait, which one of what? Probably the only cop to enter the private bar who wasn't already in her pockets. Though, with how things turned out, that may not be true either. A big muscular... My name is Snowball. Yo. Looks like they've been digging up the sidewalk, but since they're blocking my view, I can't quite see what they're doing. Let's talk. Hey, lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why? And why should I? You said yourself there's nothing to see, after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See? She thinks so, too. Every time you say there's nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here really does kind of make me want to look at it more, you know? It's kind of sinister. Nothing to see here. That's what cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something worth seeing. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright. No need to be touchy. All we're saying is that unless you want every passerby in Kabu to stop staring at us, you can try zipping it. Zipping it? Is that how you talk to your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Digging a hole is the least of your worries. Do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden, I can't help but wonder what some suit is doing standing by a construction site. Had to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a strip of concrete for no reason at all. No reason? Far from it. It's scheduled maintenance required by the building owner. There were complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement, so my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you had wrapped in cloth before? Shut up! Or I'll ask you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Oh, I get it. I think that was meant to be some sort of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. Maybe you two should remember that you're being paid very generously here, or generous to be here, so shut it. And you, miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these 2 without any additional distractions. Oh, gosh. I don't know how many people have seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but that just reminds me of those scenes where those 2 guys are in the mud, like, trying to get stuff and everything, and like, the king comes along, he's like, you know, I'm a king, the lady of the lake gave me this sword and everything, and they're like, that's no way to start a monarchy! You can't be going around saying that some broad inside of the lake threw a sword at me and said you're king. It just reminds me of that scene. Will you just shut up, filthy peasant? Ah, help, I'm being repressed. That's just what it reminds me of. Is that supposed to be a threat? Man, I think he's trying to threaten us. Do you feel threatened? I don't feel threatened at all. Oh, man. Alright, you. I hate this music! Welcome back. I think Tomo remembers you. He must appreciate all of your help to make him feel better. I've had to stop the deliveries of Samishi, though. Even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Gosh. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Meow. Okay, what? Serious face. What's wrong? We're going to start with asking questions. How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with the Yakuza? What do you mean? I mean, someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it, and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time, and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I've got is this contract in your name, and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board. Or rather, it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything. That's stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out the little kitties and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I didn't think you could judge people just because of how they look. I still don't. There was no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted her offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. Oh, darn it, I missed it. The building owner something, something, something. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be strays or dead if I didn't accept her help. For a while, I thought I'd been saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind of friendly towards me. It's been quiet, too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I have had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owe her a lot, after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even talk to me about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favor in from the Yakuza for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, you know. I thought she was trying to help. Helping the only way she knows how. Psh! Will you help me? You have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they get their way, I'll go out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please? Tell her that if this place is closed, then all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'll be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think Animal Services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you. Don't do this. Oh, gosh. This is the hard part of the games like this. Now I have to figure out whether or not I'm going to try to help her by going back and telling the one lady, look, she can't do it, etc., etc., or have her sign and suddenly become hated by her. Which one do you guys want to see? Because I'll play the other part later when you guys aren't watching. Do I help the cat cafe, or do I help the lady who's got information? And if it, oh gosh, do I help the cat cafe, or do I help the mafia? The way you have to word it. We help all the cats. I'll be helping the mafia on another time then. So we want to help the cats, do we? Hope and see if the mafia will change. I doubt the mafia will change. The mafia, I mean, they just expressed how they wanted to, like, bury two of the other guys outside working. Alright, doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray, I knew good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else do you expect from guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone could be so two-faced. When I started seeing her in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change his stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful about who you trust in the future. Sorry I didn't mean to get you wrapped up in all this. But thanks you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? I'm not sure I have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder side. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself in trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. That contract was given to me, so I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in such a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's some good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she's doing all these things if she didn't grow up in that life. All the little kitties love her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too well with her treatment of people. I'm starting to feel a little queasy thinking about going back there without a contract signed. Alright, you gotten yourself into this one, haven't you? No point in dwelling on it now. I made up my mind. I can't run Yakuza debt collectors just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care. Don't worry, my kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure, I'll think of something, but I need to lie low and maybe close up shop for a while until I sort this out. Oh, boy. This is going to be harder now. And all my options are closed. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back. Honestly, little one, I don't want you getting hurt. Go home. He's going to follow me all the way to that place and be like, meow. Fine, I will let you live this time, kitty. Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What? Do you think you're some sort of moral crusader, helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? That she was a small-town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, and I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats she keeps... Did she tell you about all of the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu? Yes, boss. Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want to repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Leave her jacket here. I like it. Very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course. But if they were to find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. It'd be a pity for someone to recognize it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Hold on. Kazu? Iru? Who is this? He's, well, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? Alright, we're about to see if something changes. I see. I love him! Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name? Beaten? Oh, I think his name is Tomo. Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. About that blackmail and beating. Oh, that, forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, you don't lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at these big eyes and those little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong. Ito, you don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is, until you find it. But then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or any about my affections for cats or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you got these little whiskers rubbing against you? Huh, so Chico's was right. You do genuinely love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put all the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seemed. She might love her cats, but she has a strange way of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shuts down, I'll make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Hey, Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Oh, he is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say, you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. Good choices, guys. And in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman all these men expect me to be that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright, forget the Cat Cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I want to speak to Omega's company president Higashi about the girl who signed with his agency. That's right, our missing agency president and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of... Oh my gosh, what if it's that creepy dude? The creepy her dude. Oh gosh, that's awful. What a way to circle around for this. I had no problems taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy. A decision I regret now. Did you kill him? No. Unfortunately, I'm just in the dark about where he disappeared to as you are, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got the address of one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. On the town! We know where he is! Ooh, it's probably that creepy dude. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd help. I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kabukicho get enough attention on its own? Kabuki... I can never pronounce some of these things. Is what it is. Well, this isn't that place. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently, its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation there. I understand you'll be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on your loss of your partner, detective, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks for the condolences, but what happened that night isn't something I wanted to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find the address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku just under a fake name. Ah! Fake guy! Now that we know where he is, he probably knows we do. I highly doubt he's stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'll be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that will lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code of the door is 11235. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl. But remember, you can't save them all, Yami. Oh, and Ito? Thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks is a bit taxing. You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Oh, no! Oh, no! That's a bad idea! Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have eccentric ideas. Kazuki, go pick up some savish. No! Oh, this is horrible! Right away, boss. No! Oh! You just missed off the mafia! That's horrible! I can't go to anywhere else. I'm literally... He likes fish. Good. We'll give him some fish. Ugh. Yep, that bar's closed. Oh, hey, we haven't talked to him in a while. Oh, hey, I can't talk to him at all. Okay. So that's the keypad. Yeah. And nobody in here to creep me out. And I don't think we need to go down there right now. Perfect. Alright. Huh, it works. Looked like the Kasumi tip wasn't a lie. Oh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Well, someone is dead. Seems to be locked. I can't open it. I can't. Seems like the inside of the lock has been filed off. Huh. No good. As if something is holding it from the other side. The hairpin isn't catching on anything. It's not going to work. This one won't budge either. The lock has been tampered with to make them useless. What's hidden in these rooms? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Deliciousness at Night. This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did this took the time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe even removed. What is this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Where's the other box? There was another box. I can't. Alright, hold on a second here. Choose open spin, close spin. Okay, so putting in the 6-minute shop option, choose between option boxes. I had another box. Seemed like they'd taken it down. Nothing changed, just the door. Oh, okay. Nothing you can see here. Where's that noise coming from? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Sounds like something trying to escape from inside. The rattling stopped. Why? Can I check the thing now? No? Well, I lost something there. Hey, door's open. Let's go in. Yeah. Alright, the TV doesn't look like it's been used in years and it's covered by a thick layer of dust. I doubt it even works anymore. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots of an agency would take. They all look sad and young. I got a pretty good idea of what these pictures were used for, and the types of people they might be sent to. Reina? So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Something's happening. You're back early. Hello, Mask. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuse over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money was all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby, hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys, and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's been one of our best clients, don't you? The thing is, he can do the things he can do for you girls as well. I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. This is kind of really creepy. Then you repay my generosity by crying and telling me you don't feel well or whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't. He tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. That's wrong. All sorts of wrong. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable, tiny girl who was failing school. But I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's all those men care about. How I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruined it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. Oh gosh. Hey, it's a picture. Why am I looking away? I'm half expecting something to happen. Nothing. I actually expected something to happen. Whether on the screen or like I don't know. Same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing. Okay. Well. The noise stopped. Don't have much of a choice. Oh. Dang it. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up for tomorrow. The one with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go back. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please, don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy. And I'm sorry, it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. The sad thing is this actually happens in Japan. There are talent agencies that make these idols out there, and they make them do whatever they want just to be able to get famous. And that's a horrible, horrible reality of a situation. Stuff like this does happen. Hey, Earth to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Reina, my name is Reina. What? What did you just say? Reina? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and ending up back in foster care or dead in some gutter. Not so talkative now, are we, Reina? Or is it Ruby, the girl who was successful, the girl who couldn't make it if she would just do what she was told? Sorry, I'm sorry. I lost my temper. But you gotta see things my way. You are special. You know that? I see. I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty. But not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager and you want to cry it out, right? Fine. But when you're done with that, you're just going back out there. You think I want to send you to all these little meetings with Masa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we didn't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I just want to go home. Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a little girl like you. Tomorrow, you're going to go with Masa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying, and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another person. There's something lying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article dated 24th of October, 2004. The article's title is One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture's there. According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her, but she didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed the smell, and they found her hanging from the rafters. She hung herself almost 2 days before. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work. And loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all proceeds going to various suicide prevention charities. I read enough. The sadness that's in this room was the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? That's a lot of investigating, guys. This is actually really neat. Oh, there's more! Yay! Wait. Oh, come on. You don't want me going to room number 3? Can I please investigate the last of this? No? Boo. Alright, fine. I feel sick. A monster. How many girls did Higashi pass around and abuse before he was murdered? And Reina, she looked the same as she does now. 16 years old. A child. Higashi had her locked up. And she tried taking back control the only way she thought she could. Except she came back. And all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own. And it's not the first time. The dark was steeped in him. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed. I can sense the pulse now, like a heartbeat following me. I feel like the dark has changed. But there's more to it. The collector said the mask was a tool to navigate the dark. I need to go to Kamakura and find out what I can. But I don't want to go to Kamakura. I need to go back and... Hey, wait, hey, hello. Why can I still come talk to this guy? It's odd that I can still talk to him. No! Okay, so everything is kind of pre-plotted for me. I can't go any farther. I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I need to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one little girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought about coming here to apologize to Mai Kawana countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day, and about how I lost control. Hopefully, she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation on the mask. Wait, it's fall, so why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing changed since that day. Is this guy still here? Oh, it's you. I was reading the papers and I saw your picture. And then I saw the picture on the TV news. And then the 7chan message boards. After I looked at 7chan. After I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Of course, that's not good or anything, but I know you never know. What is wrong with me? Oh, of course it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. She closes her eyes. I mean, not to say that it was your fault or anything. Okay, so like the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff in there, like wow. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Alright, sorry, yes. Hello, again. Is Mai's grandmother still at the house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her getting out much, though. Oh, yes, that reminds me. When you were here last April... Did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course. I heard that there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Do you remember anything like that? Well, let's talk about the mask. Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think there's something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So does that mean the police have it? Do you know when they'll return it? You'll have to ask HQ about that kind of thing. Sorry. I did. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. You don't think they're lying to you, Detective? They wouldn't lie about something like that. Something so precious to this town, would they? I'm sure whoever you talked to was mistaken. Yes, that must be it. I'll keep trying. Enjoy your time in Kamakura. What's going on with the weather here? It's fall, so why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry trees, the Prunish subhurtella autumnalis, that sometimes blooms twice a year. At least that's what they say online. Who'd have thought that we keep them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall? I've never seen it. Are you sure you got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Impossible would be the season started reversing. Would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I'm hoping you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? Oh, that's the X. I was like, wait, what is that one up in the corner? I'm looking for Mai Kawana. Have you seen her? Oh, you're looking for Mai again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings the last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best if you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. I'm supposed to be at the shrine down the street like usual. Mai's very important to this town. Please don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. It's a little early to think about leaving. I need to speak with Mai first. Alright then. I think this is a great time to pause the game and stop. Stretch. Button. At least my everything is within a decent area, if you will. My sanity and all that. I'm not as dumb as I could have been.